Thank you. Hello, Wisconsin. Earlier this year. How about that? Thanks, everybody. Now, I did receive a phone call from Tim Michels conceding tonight's race. And I want to thank him and his family for a hard-fought campaign. So thank you, Tim Michels. So I'm excited to be here tonight to say that I'm Tony Evers, and I'm incredibly proud to be the 46th governor of the state of Wisconsin. And I'm jazzed as hell to tell you that on January 3rd, 2023, I will still be the 46th governor of the great state of Wisconsin. Oh, holy mackerel, folks, how about that? You know, I stood here on this very same stage 4 years ago to the day, I believe, and I made a promise to the people of Wisconsin that I would never make promises I couldn't keep and that I always work for you. Over the past 4 years, I've worked hard to keep those promises and trying to do the right thing. That's who I am, folks, and that's what I've always been. Some people call it boring, but you know what, Wisconsin? As it turns out, boring wins. And Mr. Rogers is cool. Now, the truth of the matter is that I was standing here 4 years ago on the stage and tonight because of you. All of you here, the many watching from home, and all the folks today and all over the past few weeks from every corner of the state who went out and voted and who volunteered and made phone calls, knocked doors, and brought their friends and family and loved ones to the polls too. For the last 4 years, you have welcomed me into your homes and your small businesses, to your farms, your classrooms, in your churches. You've talked to me in hospitals and factories and campuses and on street corners. I'm so grateful for you, for the grace and kindness and compassion you've shown me. Frankly, tonight, this victory isn't really about me at all. It's about each of you. Today and over these last few weeks, yes, you showed up for me and Democrats up and down the ballot, but you didn't just show up. You showed up for each other. You showed up for the reproductive rights and the freedom for you. The freedom for you and your neighbors to make their own health care decisions without having to ask me or any other elected official. You showed up for working families who are worried about the economy and rising costs. Who's going to make sure that they can put food on the table? We are. You showed up for our kids, for our educators and staff in our public schools. Because you believe, as I do, what's best for our kids is best for our state. You showed up for LGBTQ folks and trans kids who want to be safe, who they are in our state. You showed up for conservation, for clean energy, to take climate change seriously in a future that doesn't treat protecting our environment and good-paying jobs like they're mutually exclusive, because they're not. You remembered those Scott holes from 4 years ago, and you showed up for fixing the damn roads, expanding access to high-speed internet, and continuing to invest in our state's infrastructure. And perhaps most importantly, you showed up because you saw our democracy was on the brink of existence, and you decided to do a damn thing about it. You've never stopped showing up. You've never stopped believing in the work we could do. You've never stopped fighting for the future we want to build for this state and for our kids. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I also want to thank these folks, Ben Wickler and the Democratic Party of Wisconsin, as well as Democrats up and down the ticket who left it all out on the field and worked their tails off to get us here today. I also want to thank my kids and my grandkids, some of whom are here tonight. I love you guys. And to my high school sweetheart and forever pickleball partner, Kathleen Francis Evers. You know, we celebrated our 50th year wedding anniversary this year, and I know for certain that I couldn't have done it without her. Kathleen Francis, I love you. I love you. And to all my campaign staff and my office staff, my cabinet, all the folks who've worked day in and day out to bring us to this moment. Folks who've made so many sacrifices, who put their lives on hold, who worked long days and endured sleepless nights. I am so grateful for you also. I also want to thank someone I've gotten the privilege to know over these past few months, the next Lieutenant Governor of the state of Wisconsin, Sarah Rodriguez. She has worked very, very hard getting out and meeting folks across the state, and she is going to be a great Lieutenant Governor. I'm so excited about working with her. Folks, I believe this 4 years ago, and I believe it still today. There's still so much that unites us rather than divides us. Whether it's better roads, better schools, and better health care, investing in our small businesses and family farms, protecting our natural resources, and investing in our reproductive clean jobs. Excuse me, I goofed that up. Defending reproductive. Thank you. I love you too. I will always make mistakes when I give a speech. I promise you that. Also, defending reproductive freedom or protecting our fundamental right to cast a ballot. Tonight, we prove that there is so much we can do when we work together, when we do the right thing, and when we're willing to fight for the future that we want for our kids and our state. And we're just getting started, folks. We're going to polka tonight and get back to work tomorrow. Thank you, Wisconsin. We love you.